What's up, guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we have a coffee request. This request comes from Susan, so thank you for the coffee, and thank you for this request. Susan says, this is how Germany homes maximizes energy efficiency. This is from a channel called Old House, or This Old House. Link is in the description if you want to check it out. And let's see how Germany maximizes its homes. Let's go.
All right, Kevin, so this is a typical German house. It's about 1,800 square feet.
Streamer, look at chat. Look at chat, streamer.
Thank you for the redeem, Lena. Thank you. How's it going?
All right, Kevin, so this is a typical German house. It's about 1,800 square feet. You know, U.S. is going to be about 2,500 to 2,700 average.
Okay.
You can feel the scale being a little bit smaller, but it's got everything you need.
Almost a third smaller.
The kitchen's right here.
Oh, wow. A small kitchen, right?
Yeah.
It's sort of an apartment kitchen almost.
This has got everything you need in a nice compact space. Here in the living room, you can see how a typical German house is heated. There's a boiler somewhere in the building that heats water, and then the water is delivered to either radiators like this or radiant floor heating.
Right, so different looking radiators than we're used to seeing.
Right, I mean, these radiators come in every size and shape, and water is really the ultimate transfer medium. If we heat water, we can now move it anywhere we want through the building. We can zone like crazy, and it's very comfortable delivering heat to a building.
So on a lot of projects that we work on, we do use radiators, but in general, the United States, don't we typically use forced hot air to heat the homes?
Right, I think that's a question of where we are.
Wait, but this isn't only a German thing, right? I feel like here in the UK, we also have hot water going through all the heater, like the heating system. We have like a central boiling heater, right? A central heating system where it boils water and throws it all over the flat, the apartment. I feel like this is more of a European thing, right? I don't know. Is it a German system?
Germany is at a latitude which is north of almost anywhere in the United States, a little below Alaska, but in general where it's a northern climate, so it's principally heating.
Right.
United States, we have a lot of places that need cooling predominantly, and so that drives the decision to use ducted systems for air conditioning. Once you have ducts for air conditioning, you can do heating as well, and it sort of becomes more convenient.
Got it.
And the numbers are really dramatic. 99% of the houses in Germany use radiators. 93% of the houses in the United States use forced hot air ducted system.
Wow, what a huge difference.
It's crazy. So that's how they
Which
heat
is
the
more
building, but also you
efficient?
got to think about trying to keep the heat that you make inside the building. This is a typical German house, but there's glass. Now, glass is usually a huge liability.
Double glazed
Look at the
glass,
difference
right?
here.
A huge liability because this is a great place to lose the heat through
That's
glass.
right. So feel this. This thing, it's heavy. It's triple pane glass, triple.
Triple,
okay? And it
dang.
closes tight as anything.
Yep, and very smooth operation right here.
And if that's not enough, you can close that, and you can also do this. Now,
Nice.
these are roll shades. Now, roll shades can drop down, so now once they close, they can provide an air gap like a storm window in the winter.
So at night these would come down to keep the heat in the house?
Absolutely. Now, you also can use them for solar gain in the summer, so that it'll knock down the solar gain that comes in.
So when I see these back in the U.S.,
That's
I
so
typically think of it
cool.
as storm shutters, but here it's about energy efficiency.
Right, it's energy efficiency, but it's also a cultural difference. People like to close these at night to
So they also serve as blinders. That's so cool.
sort of keep their place private.
Okay.
And look at this, Kevin. Here's the cross section of the outside of the house. You've got concrete block right here that's insulated, and then outboard of that, you've got an additional 5 inches of insulation.
That's wrapped all the way around the house?
That's right. They want to keep the heat inside
Wow.
the building that they paid for. So in a German house, it's really about the size of the building. It's about how you deliver heat to the building. It's keeping the heat that you've paid for inside the building. And finally, it's about its efficiency
amazing.
and maintaining that high efficiency over time. If I do a system in the United States, it can go in perfectly efficient, but if it's not maintained, it can drop off over time.
So if I don't change my filters, if I don't clean the furnace or the boiler, that efficiency goes down year after year.
Right. Well, German government does not want that to happen. So what they do is they send an inspector to every single house in every single town once a year.
Really?
And that inspector is the chimney sweep.
And so what is he doing? Is he literally cleaning the chimneys?
He does an efficiency test and an emissions test. If it's not
In
up to certain
every
standards,
house?
it's turned off, it has to be repaired or replaced immediately. And look at the neighbor's house right here. You can see there's a ladder built right in to allow that chimney sweep to go up to the roof to check
That's
it and
so
make sure everything's
cool.
okay.
So built into the roof because they know he's coming every year?
Every single year. Now, the other thing that's different in Germany is a thing called the Energy Pass. It's really a report card on every single building in the country, a history of how much energy is used by that building. Now, you might not think it's important, but it will come into play if you ever sell the building or if you're trying to rent an apartment. It would index what you'd pay for rent or what you might get for the building.
That's amazing. I love efficiency.
So the value of my house can be determined in part by how efficient it is.
That's right. And what it does, it really invites people to invest in their building to make it more energy efficient.
So it is really a cultural thing.
Right. It's a mindset.
Amazing. Wow. That is so cool. I've always asked myself, like, here in the UK, you know, I haven't lived in Germany, so I don't know how it is. But here in the UK, it feels like even when the heater is not on, it feels like I'm warm and cozy. You know, sometimes it's so cold that I have to turn on the heater, but I think this is partly the reason, because we have very thick walls here and we have double glazed windows. I think that's how you call them. But in Germany, it looks like it's even more efficient because not only do you have the thickness of the walls, you have the thickness of the door, you know, very thick, triple coated or triple, I don't know, I forgot the term he used there, but triple of the glass over there. It's a heavy one. And then you have the blinders too, which dang, it feels like you can really keep the heat in. Absolutely amazing. And obviously you have the central heating system where it throws water all over or it transfers hot water all over your house to keep it warm. So that's pretty cool. I don't know, you guys didn't have that in the United States. But I think different places have different systems as well, because this also doesn't exist over in South America, at least not where I have lived. But thank you so much for showing this to me, Susan. This is very nice to see, very efficient. I love efficiency. I love engineering. You know, it's just very fascinating how it works. It's very interesting. With that said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys want me to react to anything else, you can request through Buy Me a Coffee, just like Susan did. Or you can even leave a comment or go over to Twitch to redeem a video. Guys, with that said, I will see you on the next one. And we also have a Patreon for exclusive content. So if you want to watch reactions to full movies, series, concerts, shows, K-dramas, and even anime. I've done Attack on Titan if you want to check that out. Go over there. The link is in the pinned comments. See you guys in the next one. Take care for now. Bye-bye.